Endo bid was 11.8 million. I've lost. I'm gone on this one. What bid? What bid? What? Wow. Okay. James Pearce, credit Anfield Sector, who I'm reading it from, and also credit Mark, our chief moderator. Liverpool rejected a 14 million euro bid from Marseille for Wataru Endo. Look, if James Pearce says it, you can take that to the bank. That's a fact. And again, thank you to Mark for sending me on that. But yes, Liverpool reject the bid. I wonder, did James Pearce give any more information on that? Is he rejecting from the point of view? I'm going to send Connor a voice note here. 1 second. Don't know if you've seen this, Connor, but apparently James Pearce just tweeted to say Liverpool rejected a 14 million euro offer for Wataru Endo. Do you reckon that there's a number there then? Like, if Marseille are bidding, clubs don't usually bid for a player unless there's been some level of communication. So, certainly I would have expected at least Endo's camp to have been tapped up, if for want of a better phrase. Interesting. I'm just getting more information here on this Endo stuff sent to me as we are live. So, again, this coming from The Athletic, say Liverpool aren't actively looking to move Wataru Endo on. The timing of the bid from Marseille, the lack of market opportunities available in terms of recruiting a replacement, and the current needs of Arne Sloth's squad contributed to the offer being turned down. There's a worrying line in that there for me, ladies and gentlemen. The lack of market opportunities available in terms of recruiting a replacement. That line is what stands out to me from that comment. David Lynch, also friend of the channel, confirming Liverpool have turned down a 14 million euro bid from Marseille for Wataru Endo. A number of German clubs are also interested, and a higher offer could tempt the Reds to sell. There you go. So, difference there from David Lynch and obviously from the boys at The Athletic. Both of them obviously saying Liverpool have turned down a 14 million euro offer for Wataru Endo, but David Lynch going as far as to say potentially a higher offer could tempt Liverpool to sell. This tells you one thing, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, that this is not a signing that would have been made under Michael Edwards' tenure last season. And we did speak about that as one interesting factor from last summer's window. Would he have, made some of these signings? And the answer has always been probably not. But let's wait and see what happens on Endo. I mean, I'm going to put a poll up in the chat, so bear with me. I'm going to get a poll going. I'm going to ask you what price for Endo, or is there no price? So 1 second. And now remember, be realistic about these, because people often like to throw in crazy numbers. What price for Endo? 15 million, 17 million, 20 million, or no sell? Or no sale. They're the options for you in the poll. I'll leave that up there for you guys to vote on. So you've got 15 million, 17 million, 20 million, or no sale. Remember, we've just turned down 12 or so million, so I would imagine Liverpool are expecting or wanting numbers higher than that. We only have one defensive mid, said the hopeful Star Wars guy. No signings, no chance at the league for us, said Brett Young. 30 mil we don't need to sell, said Andre Nilsson. I think we need a DM like Rodri. Oh, I mean, I don't think any of us would disagree with you there. He's probably the best in the world in that position at the moment. Fabrizio Romano has said, Liverpool rejected an approach from Marseille for Endo before they signed Kone and Højbjerg. So talks around 40 million euro, as James Pearce reports, but already collapsed weeks ago. Marseille are focused on other signings and other positions. Interesting. So it was a good while ago that offer came in and was rejected. They've since signed other players, but David Lynch said that interest from Germany still remains. So maybe we do see somebody come back in with an offer for Wataru Endo. Right, so I wouldn't sell Endo because we have no other senior DM. Shouldn't have waited this long. We will be desperate for a DM if we sell clubs up their price. I can't push back on what you've said there at all, mate. I can't. It's all sensible stuff. You're right. We are already in a position where we're not exactly swimming in defensive midfielders, and if we go and sell one before buying another one, you're absolutely spot on. Prices are going to go up. But I'd also say, Mahmood, that prices are probably going to go up now anyway, mate. Like, this gamble of waiting till August, if it comes off, great. But we all know it is not going to be plain sailing right now. Trying to make sure that we get the 3 players we need in and not overpay. What we can't accept, and I don't think any of you will accept, is the idea of an excuse. So, oh, we tried, but, the prices weren't there. Or we tried, but there wasn't players available. We can't hear that. We can't accept that this summer. We've been, well, I haven't been particularly patient, but you guys have certainly been patient. Liverpool fans in general have been patient. But we need to get cracking. Or as we say on this channel, we need to get crack-a-lacking. And, I'm getting nervy now because it's pretty much August, Thursday is the first day of August, and then we're into the last month of a window that will have been open for 6 to 7 weeks already. But the centre-back role, it's actually laughable. The mental gymnastics some people are trying to go through to say that we have enough cover at defensive or centre-back. We absolutely do not. Nowhere near the level of cover we need to go and win the league title, or nowhere near the calibre of centre-backs that we need to go and win the league title. And in defensive midfield, Endo's not good enough. He is a good player, an honest player, an admirable player. But the other night, even again, I think we've seen everything about Endo in one game. Some of the line breaking, a lot of the mistakes, and the pace of the game, even in a pre-season game, seemed to pass him by a little bit. So he's not going to cut it. We can't pin our hopes on Bajcetic for this season. Longer term, maybe we can. But for this season, I don't think it's fair to look to pin the hopes on him. Or, if I'm being really honest about this as well, I don't really see Tyler Morton being that guy in the longer term. So like Liverlad said, it's shit or get off the pot. You pay the money, you get the superstar. You get a Caicedo, you get a Rice, you get a Rodri, you get somebody in that midfield, whether it's a defensive midfield, a central midfielder, but somebody who's going to anchor that midfield and break balls, or is not good enough. A couple of accounts are now starting to reacting to the Wataru Endo offer earlier in the window. Anfield Sector have said this makes sense considering they've signed those two players already. So begs the question, why is this story coming out now? Can only think Liverpool are open to selling and wouldn't mind encouraging offers. Maybe we've had positive movement on the number 6 signing also. And then Lewis Steele has said that Liverpool are not actively looking to sell Endo on, especially until they sign a new midfielder if they do. So that means that they are actively looking to sell. Whenever a journalist starts with a club aren't actively looking to sell somebody, that means there's a number. That means that, what isn't said is actually what needs to be said, which is Liverpool are 100% open to it if they get a replacement and the number's right for Endo. That's how I read all of that, whether it be from James Pearce, David Lynch or Lewis Steele there. I think it is, yes, we're absolutely open to an offer. It just needs to be the right one. The Marseille rumours were weeks ago, inquiries of Endo. Yes, we know, mate. We've read all that out. We can read as well. And yes, it was weeks ago. But the real question is, why is it only coming out now then? You're right in saying that Marseille have moved on. They've signed 2 other players. So why are we only hearing about it now? Why is the story only coming out now? There has to be a reason for that. Now, I don't know what that reason is. We can all speculate as to what it is, but there has to be a reason for it.